Hey guys, good morning, it's name, and Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn is the game. Last episode, we went to Waterland for the very first time, and we took on Splash Beach, and we also took on Dark Manor in Treatland, and completely have moved on from that area. And in this episode, we're going to start things off by playing a hide-and-seek with Zeke in Splash Beach. Today's words of encouragement come from Mahatma Gandhi. Whenever you are confronted with an opponent, conquer him with love. So this quote, it's kind of similar to the last one. It's similar in the sense that it is a way to deal with someone who opposes you. This quote is saying, conquer him or her with love. So this sounds very, very pacifist and very nice, but some might say this doesn't really sound all that practical. If someone is completely against you, then why should you treat them with love? And what will you get out of that? Basically, I think this quote is kind of hard to enact in real life, but I still think it is the most useful way to take care of any sort of opposition you have with anybody. Love doesn't mean you have to come up and give them a big hug whenever someone who you don't like, let's say whether it be at the job or at school, doesn't mean you have to give that person a big hug and say, hey, I love you, you know? Probably won't work out all that well. I think it's just saying you can show that person love by showing them patience and not reacting back to them meanly, and instead acting out of love, not acting, with love by giving them, hugs and kisses. So that's kind of weird. But you can act out of love by acting out of patience and acting out of kindness. Instead of lashing back, you are acting out of love by reacting with patience and with kindness. And instead of lashing back, you can ask, hey, are you doing all right today? Earlier, I kind of got the sense that something might be wrong. Wanted to see if you're okay, So yeah, I think that this is most easily applicable with family members. I think it's really easy to apply this to family for sure. Maybe a little bit harder to apply this, to that one guy at work who you just can't stand, but so yeah, maybe it'd be easier for people like well, I say people like us, but just for people, myself included, if we want to embody this, start with our family first. That might be the easier thing to do. So, I have not been paying very much attention to the gameplay, and I'm afraid that I won't be able to do this in time, so I really need to focus. So I'm going to try to focus on in and see if I can get this done. Okay, so it's not gonna happen. I'll see you guys back here when I've caught those three. Okay. We are back, number 4, and now we're heading back in the opposite direction to where we originally started, and the last one should be somewhere over this direction. Yep, there he is, and there you go. Hopefully I caught all those in the correct order, and in editing I will show it. Make sure you guys see where all the locations were, but hopefully, what I thought in my mind is correct, so you guys just didn't have a bunch of segments of silence of me catching them while I wasn't talking, if that makes any sense. You found us all, that's just amazing. Found this while I was hiding. Alright, the beach fabric, very cool. It's good that we're getting all these fabrics because I am soon going to redirect Kirby's pad, so it's nice to know that we have some options at the very least. Minigame-wise, there is not another Beatrix mission that's available for us, so we're going to be carrying Carrie for this episode. And then we'll be heading off to, hopefully we'll be able to take on 2 missions in this one. But when I was practicing, they were very long missions, so I don't know if we'll have time to take on 2. I want to keep this video right around 20 minutes, especially since the last one was so long. So we will have to wait and see if we will have time for that or not, but time will tell. For this one, we have 1 minute to get Carrie all the way over there. This one's actually pretty easy, but you might need to, if you're not watching this video, that is, which, if you're hearing me, obviously you're watching the video. Well, I'll say if you went through this before watching this video, you might have had to have failed at this once in order to realize what it is you have to do. Because that's the way these missions work, is you just kind of have to like play it once, realize that, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do if I want to get this done in time. Because by the time you realize what you're supposed to do, it's usually too late. Like the specific path you're supposed to take, you usually have to play through this once in order to realize what that's going to be. So throw Carrie up onto that ledge like I did just a moment ago, and then climb your way up here, and it is as easy as that. Got that done in under 40 seconds, that's pretty good. And this video should be somewhere around 7 minutes right now, so we should have a decent amount of time to take on both missions, hopefully, I don't know. Last time we only really had time for one. Maybe the next episode, if we don't get 2 missions done today, the next episode I won't do any of these mini missions at all. We'll just take on 2 full ones so that we have time to fit in 2 full missions in one episode. Yes, it's been kind of a struggle recently. What was that? Something soda fabric? Oh, I thought I read beer soda fabric, but I know that's definitely not what it said. But that's okay, we'll check on that later. For now, we're gonna head back off onto Waterland and take on 2 missions today. I like the first one a lot that we're gonna take on. The second one is alright. I don't know, I'm just not a giant fan of the mechanic of that entire mission plays off of. But I do like the first one that we're gonna be taking on today. Let's jump on down, go underwater to Blub-Blub Ocean. I like this mission a lot. Lots of pretty blue visuals. It's an underwater level that does not drive me crazy, and the music's good. So I'm gonna be quiet for a second and let you guys enjoy the music. So yeah, I like this music a lot. It is very nice and just, I don't know, it's a good, peaceful, upbeat song that doesn't get really all that old that quick, I don't think. Right down here, I don't think I actually explored down here when I was practicing. There's a lot of beads in this mission, so this is one of the easier ones to get gold rank on, especially if you make sure you grab that rabble ability at the very beginning, which is called marking pins. Make sure you grab that because you can get a lot of beads if you have this ability. Yeah, so I like this mission a lot because normally I'm not a big fan of underwater missions, but this one does it right. I don't know, going underwater with like submarine Kirby is not all that annoying as going underwater usually is. I'm thinking Mario when I say underwater levels. Jellyfish Light. This light has 1 switch for light and 1 for electric shocks. Guess which is which? I don't know why you would want a light switch, a lamp that would shock you half the time. I mean, it sounds a little bit like a safety issue. That definitely wouldn't get by in today's world, but it's kind of a funny. I like the item description, guess which is which. So you'll have some water currents right down here. It's easier to go with the flow than to try to fight the currents. Just kind of look, see where the currents are going and where you want to go, and then just kind of act accordingly. It's really the easiest way to do this. You're gonna have some jellyfish that are around here. You can attack them with from a distance with marking pins, which I find very useful, which is why I'm actually gonna keep this marking pin ability rather than grab the button ability or the, what's it called? Or the, I think nylon is what this is called, nylon ability. I'm gonna keep the marking pins because it makes it really easy to take care of the jellyfish and a lot of other enemies that we're gonna encounter here underwater. It also just makes it easier to get that gold rank that I love so much. But yeah, I like this one a lot. Being underwater is not annoying with this whatsoever. You have to press A a lot just to kind of get around quickly, but that's not a problem. So I think I'm gonna talk about real life stuff a little bit. So first topic that I have written down, I meant to talk about this at the end of the last episode because the last one I talked about how I'm gonna be doing dog sitting, it seems like, this school year that's coming up. That's a little bit of a problem because I was wanting to get an internship, a marketing internship. Marketing is my major, well, it's one of my majors. My other major is international business. But I haven't actually taken any marketing classes as of yet. So I was wanting to have a marketing internship this fall to just double check that this is in fact what I want to do. And if I found out that, oh, maybe marketing really isn't for me, I could switch to another major within the School of Business at my school. At my university, that is. But I don't know. It's going to be kind of hard to do that with having a part-time job. But if there was a part-time job for me to have while doing an internship, I think dog walking would be the one because, or at least on this platform, it's it'd be a good job to have for having an internship at the same time, only because the schedule is so flexible with this. So, right down here, don't get caught down here. What you can do is just go near the base of these enemies and then just hit them with the marking pins, and that's a really easy way to take care of them. Yeah, they're not much of an obstacle at all. Just try not to get caught inside their strings. I don't know really what you would call that. And the sharks as well aren't that much of a threat. Just kind of make sure that you keep your distance if they start ramming at you. If you have marking pins though, you don't really need to worry about that whatsoever. If you look, we're already at silver rank. Again, it's really not that hard to get gold rank in this mission, I don't think. And if you do get hit and you lose your beads, they're fairly easy to recover, unlike other missions that we've been to in the past, and unlike one that we're going to be going through later in this episode. So, new transformation ability, which is one of my favorites, perhaps my favorite in this game. I don't know if I could say that any of them are my favorite really, but I like this one a lot. Dolphin Kirby! It's so much fun! You can swim, you can press B to do a surge attack, you can also press A to play. This will be useful later in the mission. But for now, we basically just get to go around these little hoops. It's so easy to control Dolphin Kirby. I mean, I could see this being a very annoying mechanic if the controls weren't good, but the controls are just so easy. It works really well. If you want to do a certain maneuver, you can do it very easily. It's not like once you're moving in one direction, it's kind of hard to turn into another. I mean, no, I can just kind of do whatever I want. So yeah, I like this a lot. Pressing B allows us to dash, which will be useful later. We can move at a very quick speed as well, which is really nice, especially since we have a lot of ground to cover coming up. Press B, like I said, to dash through. You can blast through obstacles. Wait until the jellyfish aren't in their electric mode, I guess I should say, before you decide to attack them, otherwise you will lose your beads. There you go. So, yeah, thinking about getting an internship this fall. A marketing internship, hopefully, I don't know. I saw that there were a few applications, or a few openings, I should say, that were on basically a website that my school uses. But I think that the one that I was looking at, its deadline was 2 days ago to apply. I discovered that marketing internship only like a day before the application was due. And I just had a lot of other things going on, so I never got around to submitting the application on time. But hopefully there's going to be other ones that will be available. I believe I saw a few marketing internships, but the thing about them was that a lot of them, their applications weren't due until like December, and that makes me think that they're open, these internships are for the spring semester, and I would like to have one this semester. But at the same time, I'm kind of wondering, should I maybe wait until next semester before I get an internship? Only because I have so much going on this semester as of now already. Like, I have so many things that I know I'm going to be doing for a fact. Things that will likely be very time consuming. So, I don't know. Time will tell. Already a gold rank. Very cool. Yeah, I just really like going around and Dolphin Kirby in this mission. It's just really easy. And if you lose your beads, it's really easy to recover them. Right up here, this waterfall segment is really fun. Press B and you can dash up the waterfall. No need to keep spamming the same button over and over again. Once you press B once, you will go up the entire waterfall, which is nice. And you can just kind of jump from waterfall to waterfall. Do hit the hoops if you can, only because of, it's a little bit of extra beads here and there. And it is satisfying to do, I must say. I believe, oh wow, I'm surprised we were able to just hop onto that ledge from just being in the water. That was really cool. Alright, and right up here at the very top, star bonus token. And if you're looking at your treasures and you're thinking, oh gee, it looks like we've missed something, no, don't worry. We don't get some of the treasures in this mission until much later. Let's get out of here. Nope, you will not knock out my beads today. There you go. And this one's kind of hard to get. You have to get the right angle. Let's see if we can do it. There you go. Cool. Okay, I should probably just start avoiding these guys altogether and just play it safe. So, yeah, I'll let you guys know how that goes. I'm going to try to look on that website for some more openings maybe later today. But my time is running out before I go back to College Town. I'm going back here in just a couple of days, so not to say that I can't you know, figure this out once I get there, but my idea was that I would figure all this stuff out before I actually got down to College Town. But anyways, third treasure right up here, we have the soundtrack. You got to basically be right below it, and then press B right at the last second in order to get enough air in order to grab it. So, yeah. Let's see if there's anything. Yeah, right down here. This is, see, like, little stuff like this. This is so satisfying just to go around in a circle and grab it. Yeah, I think they did a really good job on Dolphin Kirby. So, the internship, I'll let you guys know how that goes. Video game-wise, I have recently started playing Fire Emblem. I almost said 3 Fates. Fire Emblem 3 Houses. My girlfriend got it for me for our anniversary, and I hadn't really gotten a chance to play it until the other night. I told her that I was gonna be playing the game, and I hadn't seen her in a couple days, so she said, "Hey, can I come, you know, hang out and watch you play while you do?" I was like, "Yeah, sure. If you really want to watch me play a video game." So she came over and watched me play, and she's not usually like really one for video games. I mean, she does game a little bit, but she's not really a big gamer. She really likes The Sims. Holy cow, it's a lot of beads that I just lost. But like right there, prime example. It was really easy to recover all those. So you know, if you lose your beads down here, don't worry too much about it. But yeah, she's into The Sims and a few other games, but she's not really that big of a gamer. But she's watching me play it. She's like, "Wow, this looks really cool. I think I'll have to play that sometime." Right up here, here's the play mechanic. Press A to hold on to one of these balls right down here, and you will just kind of play with it as a dolphin would. It's really, really cute. I'm glad they put in this mechanic. And just switch the analog stick around to switch to what direction you're facing. And it's all a timing game. So yeah, right there, I kind of overshot my mark. Let's see if we can do this again. If it gets right here at the ledge, it's kind of hard to grab it and get facing the right direction once again. There you go. It's another star bead right there. And if you throw it in this pink one, it's really hard to get turned around in the right direction right here. You will get the second treasure aquarium. I think all the fish are hiding right now. Scaredy fish. I don't think that's really how that phrase is supposed to work, game, but sure thing. All right, so we're just gonna kind of blast on through this remaining segment because we got our gold rank, we got all of our treasures. There's really nothing else to lose. You can just keep pressing beads and blast on through here. Should you get knocked by any of those, it is really easy to recover your beads. And here we are. Oh, missed. There you go. I don't think I'm gonna land that. I think I was a little bit late. Or maybe I was just right. Hey, cool. And I'm looking at the time, and if my math is correct, we should be somewhere at around 18 or 19 minutes at this moment. And I don't want this video being 26, 27 minutes long. That's what it would be if we took on another mission. So I hate that we're not gonna take on 2 in this episode, but I think that's just the way things are gonna have to be. The good thing that we have a lot of these missions opening up right now, because we just took on a bunch of them. But yeah, I think in the next episode, we definitely will take on 2 full missions in the next episode, and if we take on any of the mini missions at all, it will be a short Beatrix mission, but we would only take on 1 so we can get on 2 full levels in the next episode, because I don't like doing only 1 per episode. This animation right here, I love it so much! Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do anything. If enough determination, you can do anything. I'm guessing that's what that whale would say if he could talk. So, yeah, I think we're gonna keep things short, and we're gonna end things off right now. So, next time Let's Play Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn, we will be taking on the new mission that we just unlocked. Nope, not Blub-Blub Ocean. Well, I can't even swim upward without, like, trying to enter the mission. We will be taking on the next mission that we have unlocked, Secret Island. Quickly before I go, thank you to my patrons, William, aka Nintendo Black Crisis, Nicholas, and Joseph from Joe Bro Show. Thank you guys for watching. I've been Cabrani, and I'll see you guys back here next time. Goodbye, guys.